be nice. However, I'm writing you this note to tell you that our daughter has committed an unspeakable crime.
Playing the title role in the Turner School production of Pippi in Tahiti, the musical, by Myrna somebody, was newcomer Tina Denmark, a third grader who possesses both a strong voice and a dazzling smile. In her earlier scenes, whether picking lingonberries or bathing her dog Puddles, Denmark's portrayal of the red-headed muffin was charming, convincing, and whimsical. As the action moved to Tahiti, however, her performance collapsed into a hopeless tangle of childish posturing and cliched mannerisms. While this may be endearing on a playground, it certainly does not belong on the stage. Apparently, Ms. Denmark was more concerned with the very cutesy than with exploring the subtle complexities and the darker side of the complicated Miss Longstocking. My money's on Rachel Hobbs, who was electrifying as Pippi's heroic dog Puddles.
Split ends, so many lessons that I should have taught her, like, for example, to not kill your friends. Our daughter needs the kind of nurturing and support only provided by a courageous and loving parent. So I turned her in.
I call to the stand Miss Myrna Thorne. Tell us, Miss Thorne, do you believe that the defendant had anything to do with the death of Louise Lerman? In other words, do you suspect that Tina Denmark...
I suspect nothing! The children are merely playing a game. They got a little overexcited, and one of them got killed. No, I suspect nothing. Is this being televised?
Perhaps my biggest mistake was allowing Sylvia to handle her defense.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, a little girl is dead. And personally, I'm heartbroken. But let us consider her parents, Mike and Betty Lerman. As tragic as this has been for them, try and imagine how painful it would have been if they would have had to sit through their daughter's performance as Betty. When that poor child was so obviously and horribly miscast. Therefore, I tell you, justice has been served.
Order in the court. Tina Denmark, I hereby sentence you to 2 years at the Daisy Clover School for psychopathic ingenues.
As for me, now that I know the truth about myself, what I've got burning inside of me, who I am, there's only one thing left to say, but by the time you read this, I'll be gone.
Judy Denmark was gone all right. Gone off in search of her true identity, leaving behind her only child, locked away in a reform school for the criminally talented.
They should have given me the part. It's not my fault, I swear. And now I'm in this hellhole, and they've hacked off all my hair.
Greetings from New York City. Stop. Can't make it to Parents' Day. Stop. Broadway opening. Stop. Mine. Stop. Wish me luck, Mother.
realistic, Skag.
Their smoking makes me cough.
Step on my lap again, punk, and I'll step on your face.
My wife is taking orders while my mother's taking off.
This year's Tony Award goes to Ginger Del Marco for part in my win.
I must have a message. It really makes me burn. A mother shouldn't take her daughter's turn.
Talent, inherited and unstoppable, dragging generation after generation into the spotlight. Meet Judy Denmark, who 2 years and 2 Tony Awards later is known only by the name given to her by her biological mother, Ginger Del Marco. Ginger Del Marco, a born-again actress who hasn't baked cookies in years. A star package bursting with agents, managers, hairdressers, and
I'll get it.
her devoted personal assistant, Eve.
Del Marco resident.
Eve, a clutching, clawing Broadway wannabe, clinging oh so desperately to the hem of success.
I'm sorry, but Miss Del Marco never comes to the phone. You'll just have to wait until she calls you.
Au revoir.
As for Tina, I have her last letter here. Obviously, it's been censored. Dear Sylvia, what can I say? Life here is, if only you could. Please, Sylvia. The older girls say, macaroni and cheese. If, when, Rachel Hobbs, ringworm. Yours till Niagara Falls. Tina. On the morning that Tina was to be released, I had the bottomless daiquiri at Lindy's and headed straight for Ginger's apartment.
That's Penthouse Apartment. A view of the Parco. Life is a larko for Ginger Del Marco. The living is easy from morning till night. Oh, you know you're a star when the table light is like, oh, hey, look at me, oh, a kid from Toledo, living the high life. I wish it were my life. Being persistent, I became her assistant. I soak up her glamour, and sometimes I am her. Whee! I put on her undies, her perfume jewels. I slip into her nightgown and stop on mules. I guzzle her liquor, I eat all her food. I cuddle her Tonys when I'm in the mood. I crawl on her bed, I read all her mail. I study her movements, every detail. I wanna be ready for one day, perhaps I'll be waiting in the wings when Ginger snaps. I pick up her tissues, and she has the flu too. I promised her bunions, this week she had 2. Ooh, I cook, I clean, I wash, I sew, I walk the dog, I shovel snow. I'm a glorified maid, but I'm having the time of her life and getting paid. I want a penthouse apartment with a view of the Parco. Yeah. I get it.
Hello, Eve.
Hello, Sylvia. How did you get past the doorman?
Easy. I didn't wake him. Is she here?
You know Miss Del Marco never receives visitors. You'll just have to wait until she calls you.
Oh, I see how it's going to be. Now that she's a big star, she's turning her back on her past. Thinks she doesn't need me. Well, I don't need you, Miss Broadway star.
I get it.
Miss, I don't need anyone for anything. Miss, here today and gone tomorrow.
Del Marco residence.
Miss, thanks a lot and out with the garbage.
I am afraid that it's time for Miss Del Marco's interview. The reporter is on her way up. Maybe you'd better leave.
Is she afraid I'll talk? Tell the world the truth? That she has a family?
Miss Del Marco has no family. She's dedicated to her career.
And also has a child locked away in a reform school. I'll wait.
Could you wait by the service elevator?
I'll wait right here. Thank you very much.
Suit yourself. I get it.
Emily Block, New York, thespian.
Your coat. It is now. May I take it?
Are you the maid?
No, I'm Miss Del Marco's personal assistant.
Never be too careful in New York City.
Say, I'm an actress too, you know. James Eve, want to interview me?
Maybe later. Emily Block, New York, thespian.
My lips are sealed.
Mine are.
Taxi!
Eve! Yes, Miss Del Marco. I thought we were going to speak French.
Oui, Madame Del Marco.
Here, I got a stain on this.
Mon Dieu!
No, I think it's clam sauce.
We need to talk.
Call my press agent. And you are?
Emily Block, New York, thespian.
That's entirely your affair. Eve, the heave-ho.
C'est publicite.
Charmed, I'm sure. Eve, Sylvia, give us a few.
Come on, Sylvia. You can help me spray for roaches. And don't scratch your scabs, dear, or they'll never get any better.
She's nuts, but I don't pay her very much.
Sylvia.
Please sit down. Not you.
You are very successful.
Excuse me.
You are very successful.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
You are immensely successful.
That's better.
But tell me, does it bother you when a critic writes, and I quote, Ginger Del Marco is not a real actress, merely a second-rate entertainer wasting her life doing musicals?
That's just my mother being a bore.
Ah, that's right, your mother's a critic.
Everyone's a critic, I suppose.
Let's talk about your real mother, the fabulous Ruth Del Marco. Were you close?
My mother and I were inseparable. My mother and I were inseparable. I lived in her dressing room. Her clothes were my friends, her props my toys.
I was a great fan of your mother's.
How nice. Let's talk about me.
You're the toast of Broadway. Or should I say, Danish?
Danish?
Wasn't your name Denmark?
Denmark?
As in Judy Denmark? As in 2 years ago, the fabulous Ginger Del Marco was nothing more than a middle-class housewife?
Who are you? What do you want? Do you want Eve? You can have Eve. Eve!
No, I want your story, all of it. From pots and pans to screaming fans. From cookie dough to escargot. From franks and beans to limousines. From shopping carts.
I get the picture.
Look, your dust rags to riches story is going to break wide open whether you like it or not. And I'm giving you the chance to tell it in your own words.
Can I sing it? Boys? Once I want this? I was happy and fulfilled as a housewife. Now look at me. Don't you think I'd give up a sold-out matinee just to do a couple of loads of laundry? Have you any idea what it's like to lie there night after night, fighting the urge to defrost your freezer? Or to iron just a pillowcase or a hanky? But I can't! I can't! I'm a star! Now people love me! From hell to May! So it's goodbye to apple pie, bonjour champagne! I'm sure to you this won't make sense. I'll always miss my picket fence and the way my life was simple way back when. But now I star in Broadway shows, 'cause in my veins the talent flows. This time I'm doing it for me, Mama! It will never be that way
Now, Miss Del Marco, I was hoping you would tell me about your daughter.
Ah! What is this doing here?
I thought it might remind you.
I can't imagine of what.
Don't you know what day it is?
Oh my God, it's Tuesday. My nail wrap.
Today is the day your daughter is to be released.
Then you do have a daughter.
Would you care to see the rest of the apartment?
Where is she? She's talented as her mother?
Eve! Oui, Mr. Marco. Show Miss Block around. And get rid of that. Oui. All right, my group stay together. Don't touch anything. We are now entering the kitchen. Oh, while you're in there, make me a snack. Oui, Miss Marco. Pancakes Barbara.
I don't trust that girl.
Neither do I, but she makes good pancakes.
Speaking of which, dear, you're putting on weight.
And you're my manager, not my mother. I'm not enough! Sylvia, it's not that I don't appreciate everything that you've done for me, but look at me. I've outgrown you.
But I made you a star.
Of musical comedies? Damn it, Sylvia, I want to act. Speaking of which, I'm headed to the coast tomorrow to shoot a screen test.
Movies. I should have known. But you can't leave. You have a show today and your understudy broke her neck.
She started it.
I can't believe you're giving up the stage.
That's none of your beeswax.
All of your beeswax is my beeswax.
Not anymore.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I want out of our contract.
You can't mean that.
Sylvia, please, I'll give you anything you want, except jewelry. A new car, an acting school for kids, a Mary Kate franchise.
But you need me.
Do I?
Ginger?
You've got to let me go, Sylvia.
I can't.
Then I've got to let you go.
You say that I could have anything that I want?
Except jewelry.
I want Tina.
Who?
Your daughter?
Oh, her.
Now that her time is done at Clover, arrangements must be made. Clearly you don't have time for her. You have time for no one but yourself. But what that little girl needs is
I know
someone
what she
who...
needs, Sylvia. I'm her mother. And if you think for 1 second I'm going to allow her to be in show business, you're out of your mind.
Well, surely all that has changed now that you're a star yourself.
Exactly. Now that I'm a star, I know the ins and outs of this rotten business, and I will be damned if my child has any part of it.
Afraid of the competition?
Fun out, Sylvia.
You say that I can have anything that I want. I want the girl. You say that you will pay any price, may I be blunt. I want the girl. Look around, look what I've made here. You think I did it for you? I'm not cutting out till I'm paid, dear. Save your behavior so rude and abusive. I want the girl and I want it exclusive. You think that you will tear us apart? You got your nerve. The girl, so hopelessly wrapped up in your life you don't deserve. That little girl. True, your reviews may be glowing. The critics, darling, they say. Well, darling, your ego is showing. Today's hot tamale, tomorrow grows colder. Future is here, dear, look over your shoulder. Stand back! Time she's hitting the heights. That look at face. Those pretty curves. I see a blazing theater marquee, my name in lights. I meant the girls. Although you may not understand, dear, maybe you'll thank me one day for taking these matters in hand, dear. Let go on and polish your scar as it rises. Don't burn your bridges, life's full of surprises. I'm gonna take her and I'm gonna make her a bigger star, a brighter star than you. Just wait and see. I want the girl, and I'll get the girl. I want the girl to be me. To be me. To be me. Be me. Be me. Me. To be me.
Yes, please.
You'll have to forgive Miss Del Marco for being a trifle bit on edge. You see, today is the day that
You don't need to apologize for me, Sylvia. Please, forgive me.
That's all right. I can be a rough cow myself sometimes.
I like you. As a friend. Eve, crush me an aspirin. Oui, Miss Del Marco. Sylvia, would you care to freshen up?
Well, thank you very much, Ginger. I would love to.
At a gas station.
I'm not leaving till we have a deal.
Sit down, you're making me nervous.
Hello?
In French.
Hello? Oui.
Hello? I see. hope you got everything you wanted.
Actually, no, I have a few more questions I wanted to ask.
Your questions, they're so interesting, so provocative. I'm so sorry I can't offer you something to drink. It's not that I don't love to entertain. I just don't. Well, why?
Hello, Mother.
Hello, Tina. Let me love